How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. Hbar update for you guys. Market is looking amazing, guys. We have started off the month on such a positive note. Just over the course of the last 24 hours, you can really see how much excitement has really come for the broader market. And this shouldn't really be a big surprise. This shouldn't be waking people up because let's face it, this is something we've been talking about time in, time out again. And what Bitcoin has been able to do in just the last 24 hours is something we want to be paying very close attention to. It speaks a lot as to how bullish this momentum really is for the broader market. But if you're looking at Hbar, up about 6.6%. Going back to what I said, we need to keep in mind in terms of retail interest. Retail interest is not there for crypto as we have seen in the past. Usually times like this is where retail interest starts to gain traction again. When you do tend to see the market pumping, that's where people start becoming excited again. But the people that have been accumulating during the uncertainty phase, we're coming out of a major volatility for the broader market over the course of the last 1 month. People that have been accumulating are the ones that are going to be doing good, of course, because during this time everyone could be the biggest moon boy, but the true holders, in my opinion, are the ones that are accumulating leading up to this. But Hbar up about 7% right now, having an amazing day right now. So is the broader market. You can see this for yourself. Price of Hbar right now is 22.7 cents, up 3% in Bitcoin, compared with the market cap at $9.6 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at 273 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we're going to start off by taking a look at the dominance. So of course, dominance index is so important, and we want to be taking a very close look at that. So you can see this for yourself. Bitcoin dominance right now is sitting at 58.85%. We are pulling down. Nice to see, of course, but obviously, from September 13th, we're still quite high. In the grand scheme of things, obviously, if we zoom out and take a look at where the dominance was a few months ago and where it's at now, it's a big difference, and it is a good difference, of course, if you're an altcoin holder. But the dominance sitting at 58.85% right now, and you want to see the dominance pulling more towards the downside, and I think that could trigger altcoins to even see more of a push towards the upside. But let's talk about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has shocked a lot of people. You can see this for yourself. For Bitcoin right now, for us specifically on the channel, we're sitting above both of our confirmation zone, and this pretty much is mega bullish in my opinion, of course. And this pretty much opens the door for us to retest all-time highs much quicker than a lot of people are realizing. We're retesting some of the levels we actually have not seen since August. Guys, yes, since August. So a month and a half ago, we were sitting at these levels, and right now Bitcoin is thriving, towards the upside. And we saw a beautiful daily close for the first day of the month. And with the way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if we start retesting 120 and then off we go to all-time high. So a great time for altcoins, of course, and Bitcoin. And dominance, you want to see the dominance making its way towards the downside, especially around the 58.85%. I'm sorry, 58.45%. That would be the next support line, which I think would give altcoins even more of a push than what we're seeing right now. But let's take a look at what's happening with Hbar right now. Shout out to the Hbar family. You can see Hbar back in the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level again, breaking out of our September 24th resistance that we kind of retested, and now we're breaking above that key range. We actually came up to 22.9 cents. We know the resistance around that. You can see this for yourself. There is some resistance, believe it or not. But speaking about resistance, there's several different resistance coming in the way of Hbar. We want to see an uptick in the volume. If it's able to do that, I have no doubts that the price of Hbar, I have no doubts in it going back up to these key levels where we were prior to the market consolidation. Of course, those levels are around the 25.4 cents, and pretty much after that, our key level that we've discussed on the channel time and time out again at 27 cents would be retested. But love what I'm seeing here with Hbar, anticipating this resistance around the 23 cents to be broken out, and then after that I think we could start heading up to some of these key levels around 24 to 25 cents, and after that I think the party really starts for Hbar. If you want to put this into perspective, it's an 11% increase from where we currently are to reclaim back up to where we were back in September. You can see two different retests close to this level, and we obviously got rejected at that key range. Breaking above here would be a big confirmation, of course. Keep an eye out on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is looking amazing right now. Dominance, you want to see it pull down. If dominance continues to pull down, do expect Hbar along with other altcoins to see a bigger push. But keep in mind, guys, this is one thing I want you guys to keep in mind. Quarter four is here, a lot of excitement. Make sure your exit strategies are in place. Obviously, if you're in for the long haul, you don't really care to lock in profits, then that's up to you. Obviously, long-term perspective, then you need to have patience, right? That's pretty much it. But if you're in for the short term and your timeline is this bull market, remember, historically speaking, sometime this year or early next year, no one can know the exact top. We might see a bunch of fake outs, but the top should be getting closer rather than it being far off the bat. So you want to be sticking to that exit strategy. Make sure you're locking those profits when you see them. Love each and every one of you guys. Make sure you are subscribed. We're not missing a single update till the end of this year. Yes, you've heard that correct. I've announced this in my XRP update that if I miss an update till the end of the year now, there's going to be a giveaway, and I want you guys to hold me to that. Of course, if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed and follow me on X, first link in the description. With that being said, we'll see you later from Crypto ZX, and peace out.